marketing, educationals, gyms, restaurants, business, agencies, again, beauty stores, regular stores, organic stores, school system, LMS, educational system, medical system, blogs, affiliate marketing. Like I said, once again, medical, everything can be done with this new team. And one of the best things, it's fast as hell. So this is the speed that I took it from the site that I did it. And it is Rishi Themes. It's a new team that it's pretty much coming up into the system, into the market. And I'm gonna be explaining to you what Rishi Theme has it. I'm gonna be walking you step by step and leading you from how to install a regular admin user to make sure that everything is running properly with this website. So just think about it, and where you're seeing it on the screen, it's the adjustments and the testings that I'm pretty much doing it. Changing colors, uploading image, uploading logos, making adjustments into the menu section, creating text, creating the sightline text, the tag test, and like I said, everything it's self-explanatory, and it's a great advantage that we can actually use it this thing for the marketing. It's great, and it's fighting every single day for new products and new technologies. And I think that the Rishi team has a lot of potential in it. As you can see, it's amazing. I mean, there is literally nothing else to say. I used to be a user from another team, and I'm not discharging anyway, but this is a great option that you guys have if you guys are just starting with it. Everything can be done with Elementor too. So adjustments, as you can see on the screen, it's been done with it. Text coloring, timers, and another thing that it has, it's that it pretty much can help you out with the performance and the SEO. So if you want to go and download it, just literally get through rishithemes.com, and then you're gonna be able to see all the demos in like a slower piece that I just walk you through, and you're gonna find a lot just with the free version. If you want to get more, you can get the pro version too, which includes more themes in it. Okay, here are the prices: the lifetime deal, the annual, the yearly deal. I will go with a lifetime because it's one-time fee, unlimited sites, $300. Okay, like I said, they already have 29 free themes. I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more and more page builders, and I'm gonna expect them to have it. And the performance is one of the greatest things that they also have it, which is essential for the websites that are built with WordPress. I don't know about the other CMS, but I do know that the performance it's very important for Google and for the sites that are built with WordPress. Okay, what you pretty much see in here, it's a little explanation of what Rishi Theme has in their platform and their team. Alright, you're gonna be seeing everything with the walkthrough, with the block out, the single post. You're gonna see me making adjustments there, adding, cutting, and like I said, everything will be done step by step. So take a look to it. It's a great chance, a great opportunity. If you're a user from WooCommerce, they do also have more options for the WooCommerce users. And here we go, like you can see in the screen. Just go to the website and download it. You have to register. There is nothing that they're gonna charge you for it. You don't have to put a credit card or anything in it, which is great. The theme, it's not in a WordPress yet. It will be soon. So hopefully, like I support, you said a yes, it will be there soon. But I was doing this let's say kind of research on it for the latest teams, the fastest one, and Rishi came up as the one of the competitors for Astra and GeneratePress. So I'm talking about big dogs here, because GeneraPress is really light, and Astra, it's a very well-known theme that it's been ranked in the first places in the WordPress repository. So also you can see in here all the adjustments that they can do it, the colors, advanced typography, the layouts that they have it. They're good options that they have it. The WooCommerce integrations, like I just mentioned before, and also they are open for suggestions. They do have a roadmap that you can make your own suggestions and recommendations if you want the team to have it. Alright, so let's start with the video right now. Okay, so first of all, you're obviously gonna need a hosting. In this case, I'm gonna suggest you to use Name Hero. They have a lot of good options. So, and then this is the best option that I will suggest, is the Business Cloud. Okay, it's not because it's the most expensive one, but I think that it has a lot of potential in it, because most of the people, when they buy hosting, like let's say a share hosting, they usually tend to go for the best one. So let's go with this one. You also have to put your name in here, your domain name. Take a look and search for it. If the domain is nobody bought the domain, it's gonna pop it up and it's gonna be ready to be buy. So here we go. And in here, what I'm gonna select is the 3-year plan, because it's the one that gives more discount on it. Okay, so there are more plans obviously, but the 3-year ones, it's the one with the biggest discount. Okay, I don't need anything else besides the basic, so I'm gonna go to with less script. I don't need any of this. If you guys need it, go ahead. You can just always, buy them if you need it, like I said. But the basic one for me, it's fine. So let's see what it comes in the next page in order to make this purchase to go through. Alright, so here we go. Let's hit and continue. And then continue, there are a few options. The DNS Management, you can select if you want to buy the DNS Management. Some people like it. The IP protection, it's up to you if you want to put IP protection. There's always, like the marketers, the telemarketing, they're always going to find a way to reach out to you. Even though if you don't want it, you can try and do your best in order to protect your websites. So if you really want to try and do it, go ahead, get the IP protection, which means pretty much will hide your information. Email forwarding, it's up to you if you want to get it too. I don't usually use this, and I'm not planning on using it. So, but I just put it on it just to see how it comes on. So let's go into the final page. Okay, so here are the deals that you pretty much have it. And this is the final price with the discount code that the website will offer. All right, so the discount code in today's day, it's holidays 20. There's another one running like right now, which is 60% off. I'm gonna be leaving in the bottom of the description. All right, so after you're done with it, just press checkout. After you're pressing checkout, you're gonna be done with every single item that you have to fill it in here. I'm not gonna do it because I already have it, but as soon as you're done, you're gonna receive an email with the credentials, and you're gonna be able to log into the back end of Name Hero. All right, so in the back end of Name Hero, I put it to a factor authentication. So the first one you saw, there was my email and my password. Now I'm gonna go into my phone and get my code from Google Authenticator. Google Authenticator, I think it's a great option to get it, because it reloads a different code every certain amount of seconds. All right, so here's the back end, and I'm not lying that I bought this hosting. As you can see, this is my plan, this is my back end, my information. So here's my web hosting plan, the Business Cloud. Okay, and you already bought the plan, the hosting, and let's say the house for your website. So here is the next step. We're gonna log into the cPanel, In the C panel, you're gonna see a few options. You can actually see it in here that it has the certificate. Okay, so it's really important to have an SSL, because it pretty much will help you to be, let's say, alive in Google. Google doesn't like websites that don't have that. That's why it's really important to have it, because it helps you with Google and also to rank. File managers, that's what I use it too. In my websites, I use file manager in order to mess it up with the account, make the changes. All right. So another option that I do use it too, it's let me see, it should be somewhere right here. Domains, I do add domains if I want to. Email accounts, I do use email accounts a lot. So every time that I do a website, I create usually a main email account. I did it in this one. I'm not gonna do it again, but it was just an example. And those accounts are free with the plan that you have. Okay. Here are more options that the website will offer: SSL certificate, the two-factor authentication, SSH access, the PHP version. It's a big one too. You can upload it and decrease the version of the PHP. It's up to you. And the WordPress installation. I zoom in because it's really important with the WordPress. So let's start creating a new installation of WordPress. So here in the back end, we're ready to start installing the WordPress. Okay, so all you gotta do in order to start installing is install now. After you click install now, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be able to select your domain and, let's say, your addition to the domain. In this case, I'm gonna put squarephoenix.com/fast, because I do have more websites in this domain. So we're gonna fill in the name of the site, which is the fastest team 2022. Okay, description, let's put what I usually put in my websites. Let's learn together. Admin and password. So in an admin, you can add it whatever you want to add. In this case, I'm going to add that name on it that you can see it, and the password I'm going to create it. There you go. I'm going to hide my password and make sure that it's done. So it's strong 60% out of 100. It's not necessary to be 100% because it's just a testing website. The language, let's select the language you want to use it. In this case, I'm going to put English. All right. So, and just take a look to the templates that they do have it too, the suggestions that the hosting has it to recommend it, and let's install the fresh installation. This thing will take a few seconds in order to make sure that the site's done. It said a few minutes, but it doesn't. Okay, so here you have two options, and both options will bring you to different places. Let's start with the first option that you have it right here. So that one is gonna bring you to the main website. So here we go. You're gonna see it's a plain website. There's nothing in it. It's just a demo content. It's like I said, it's a plain one. It's the one that comes by default with WordPress. The second one, it's the one that will give you access to the backend, to where you have to go in order to make the adjustment. So let's click it on it, and voila, you have a brand new website, and it's ready for you to start building it. So you don't have a brand new website, but you have a brand new backend. All right, and here you're gonna find different options. For example, posts. You have to get rid of everything. I mean, that's what I usually do. The fresh cleaning, that's what I usually call. So let's get rid of this one. All right, and it went to trash. From trash, always get rid of that one too, so it doesn't stay there. Let's go to pages, and pages, you're gonna do the same thing. What we're doing here is we're getting rid of the content that you don't need in the page. It's the one that I take space. So let's go to appearance, themes. In themes, we're gonna get rid of the ones that we're not using it. I think that they're not necessary to have it. If you want to do it, you can keep it at 1 just as a backup, but like I said, it's up to you. Okay, so there's only this one left. just in case that you want to install a fresh theme and it doesn't work out, so you can always install this one back. So this one, the plugins, we're gonna do the same thing. Let's kill them, let's delete them. You don't need them. I don't know why they added, but you don't need them. Okay, there you go. So this one's done, and let's go into settings. In settings, we're gonna go to general. In general, you're pretty much seeing what your site has it. Okay, so the language, subscribers, the domain. In here you can always make anyone can register if it's a registered website. The time zone, I'm gonna select New York because that's the close one where I live, and that's the time zone that we're using it. Okay, so after that, let's save it and let's go to the next step. In the next step, we're gonna go into reading. Okay, in reading, you're gonna find a few different options. For example, the search engine visible. Always click on it because you don't want the Google robots to go in your website and drag and link some demo content. So always make sure that it's clicked. When you're done with your website, what you can come and do is unclick that one, and that's it. Let's save changes. So that's done with that option, so you don't have to worry about that for now. Let's go to permanent links. In permanent links, we're gonna go all the way in the bottom where it says post name, and we're gonna select the post names. That's the way that I set up my websites, and it's good for the SEO too. So everything has a reason behind it. It's not things that we do like crazy. All right, then let's see, we have to go to media. Let's see, media, 1 second, there you go. Let's go to media. In media, I'm gonna change the size with the thumbnail size, put 300 by 300. Also in the medium size, let's put 600 by 600. All right, there you go. And then the large size, we're gonna put 1080 by 1024 should be fine. Yeah, I wouldn't really complain about that. And let's save changes. There you go. So your cleaning installation, your cleaning step is pretty much done. So let's see what it comes after this one. So you remember, you install the website, you did the cleaning installation, it's ready to go. Okay, there is also a suggestion to install a security plugin, but I'm not gonna do it right now. So let's start installing the theme. Okay, and in this case, as you guys saw the introduction, let's upload the theme, make sure that it's ready and working. So here are some of the options that it comes with the WordPress repository. All right, but hopefully Rishi Theme is in here soon. All right, let's upload it. Let's drag it and drop it. There you go. And let's install the theme. A fresh installation. Now you can literally say that it's a fresh installation. All right, so let's activate it. After it's done activating, you're gonna have access to pretty much see what Rishi Theme has it. And the bottom says, thank you for installing Rishi Theme. Install Rishi Theme companion. Let's install it. Okay, because it's suggested and it's good to go. But before that, let's take a look to the site, how it looks before installing Rishi Theme. So here you go. Let's go back and let's start with it. And it's ready. So we install the companion on it. Here are a few options that the Rishi Theme comes with. We're not gonna go into details in this site because we're gonna be doing by the time that we're doing the customization. That's when we're gonna be clicking on everything like color settings and typography, performance and all that stuff. So let's go to started sites. In the started sites, you're gonna have to install the Rishi started templates. There are a few options that are gonna pop it up after you click on it. All right, so let's wait a few seconds, and as soon as this thing is done installing, it should be good. So here's some of the pro options that you have it. You're not gonna need it, so let's click the free one. And nothing pop it up. That's weird. 1 second. Let me see what happened. And you know what? Let's refresh the page. It might be a catchy issue. Let's click it again, and here we go. Those are the options that you have for the free ones. So go ahead, go for it, start installing any theme that you actually want to do it. All right, so let's scroll down, see which one you want. In dental, construction, digital marketing, yoga, education. I'll be testing education later because I do think that it looks pretty clean. So this is what most of the latest theme looks. They look really clean and ready for the customers. But there you go. You know what? Let's go with business in here. Here's business, and this is the one that I wanna test it out. That I wanna play around with it. Okay. So let's preview. Let's wait a few seconds till it loads. There you go. Ready to go into it. Beautiful. I like it. I like the way that it comes. Back on time it was harder to actually do it, but now it's easy. So let's click on the bottom. It says business, or let's click on the bottom where it says just in the bottom, and it will bring you over here. So here are two options. You want to import the complete site, or you want to do it just the page. So on the left side you can see how it looks, the page, and on the right side you have the other layouts for the same site but the different pages. All right, so like I said, it looks very clean. Let's start installing. So it will take a few seconds to install, and it will be ready to do it. Contact Form 7, not a big fan of it, so I'm gonna be using a different one. If you guys, hopefully you guys can do it, Contact Form 7, but like I said, I'm not a big fan, so I'm gonna be using Bitforms, which is a great option. It's more intuitive, and it's more it's free to use. All right, everything can be done at drag and drop. So let's see, let's refresh. It's almost done. It's not done yet. So what we did is we went to the front page to see if it's ready. Let's refresh it again. Just the top one, you see all the way to the top in the header, it's almost ready. So it's a 15%. So when it gets to 100%, it's always going to be ready. There you go. So it's done. Now let's refresh it. And here we go. The full website's done. The header is ready. The menu is ready. The hero section is ready. The body section is ready. All right. Image, text, everything got imported the way that it was before. As a suggestion, you can always take a look to the image, because you don't want to use images that have copywriting in it. All right. Even though the website might be small, you still want to avoid that. But here is it. It's a full website and it's ready to use. All you have to do is just make the adjustments according to what you need and according to what you're expecting from the team. Okay, so let's go with the next step. All right, there you go. Colors. In colors, where you're gonna find it, it's the color palettes. It's a great site to actually take a look to palettes that you can use and get inspired from. There are different websites too that you can get inspirations. Pinterest, Dripping, something like that's called. Behance, I think's the other one. Like I said, there are different options, but if you want to get the colors, the color palettes, they're a good option here. You can always come and take a look and see how everything is working out, and if it's something that you actually want to get it, go for it, copy and use it. All right, so let's see this one. I like this one, so let's click on it and let's open the palette. I'm just to give you an example. I'm not really gonna use any of it, probably like a color just to test it out, but nothing really major, right? All right, so here we go. After that, we have copied that. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna go to customize. And customize, you're gonna be able to change everything from your site. So here is the back end of WordPress. Let's take a look to the first option that you have it, which is layouts. Okay, in layouts, containers, that's pretty much the size of the website, how it looks, how big is it in the mobile version and the tablet version and in the PC version. Okay, so there are different options that you see in here. The sidebars, the buttons, okay, you can customize them too. Okay, there you go. I'm not gonna customize in here because I'm gonna be customizing in the general colors. Okay, so the next one, okay, hold up, you know what, let me take a look to this one, the design. Let me take a look to this one. There you go. Back to colors. There you go. Okay, so here is the colors, the color palette. So I'm just gonna be messing around with the colors and you will see the changes that apply. See, I didn't customize the color because with this one everything got customized, so I didn't customize the button by itself because in here I was able to change all the colors. There you go. There's that color. If you like that, go for it. Okay, let's take a look. Paste. Let's paste the color that I bring from the other place, and let's put that, the number sign. There you go. Let's put this one here. All right, let me take a look. Same thing. Okay, and everything is getting changed. So let's see how the button gets changed. So here you go. It's like a dark blue. Okay, obviously that the hover effect will stay if you don't change it, but for now that's the color that it has, and that's the palette that I'm testing it out. The section background, I'm not really gonna touch it, but the site color, the site background, I usually like to put it into a different color. I mean, it's white. So yeah, I used to like a white. That's a perfect color. But if you want to put it black, go for it. You want to put it other color, blue, green, red, yellow, it's up to you. But I'm just showing you what the things can be done with the Rishi Theme, right? And how easy and intuitive it's to do this. All right, there you go. You want to upload an image, go for it. 1 second, let me take a look. Where is it? Where is it? Kind of blind, I'm sorry. There you go. So let's put the image, if you want to, as a background. There you go. You see the image is right there. It's obvious. It obviously looks awful, but it's still back there. So let's get rid of the image because you don't really want that. I was just testing around. Like I said, I'm going to be testing everything. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be using this predefined colors or text. So don't judge me for that. Okay, let's see this one. This one's gone. Now let's go to the header. Header, it's a great option that they have it right here. Back on time it was harder to actually modify everything, and here is so easy. Easy peasy. So let's start with the top row. Okay, there you go. Look how it shrinks to a mobile version. Top rows. Let's start by changing the colors in here if you want to. Adding links, because on the top you have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You can let it tap on it. It will add it. You can add or take it away from it by just hiding them. You're not deleting. You're just hiding them, which is a good option. If you don't want to delete it or later on you want to use it, you can do it. In here you can change the color into the design section. Okay, you can put any color that you want. Let's go with the red one for now. Let's see, it looks okay. Oh, beautiful, amazing, great colors, red and black. So here you go. Here, if you want to add any type of measurements, you can actually do it too. But you know what, we're not gonna do it in here. So the same thing applies for the tab right, which is the contact section. You can add or reduce from it, hide it, or make it invisible. Okay, like I said, it applies to the entire header. There you go. Let's go into colors. Let me take a look to this one to see if it's the one that I expect. Beautiful. That's the one that's matching the social links too. Okay, perfect. All right, let me take a look. All right, there you go. Okay, top row. have hover effect. Let's see, red one. Okay, link hover, link initial. It's up to you how you want to change it. Everything, like I said, can be modified here. There you go, and it's ready. The top row, ready to rock and roll. Okay, now what? Let's see this one. Pretty, very pretty. Let's scroll down. Initial, sticky. Okay, there we go. Let me take a look. All right. Icon size. If you want to change the size of the icons, you can do it from here too. You can make it bigger, smaller. It's up to you. Okay, there is no retention and no force for you to do in certain ways. You're free to do however you want to do. Now let's edit the logo. So the logo, I'm gonna upload the logo that I'm using for my other tutorial too. Okay, here we go. I don't think that I have it. I have to upload it. All right, let's see. And also I have that tutorial coming up that it's a community, an LMS community, which is going to be based on Tutor LMS and any community team, or I can do my own one. So I'm still undecided. Okay, so there you go. We have that one. And LMS, let's select it. And in here you have the logo ready for your team. There you go. We're going to be working in this section. That's what I'm going to be highlighting. So you have a different options. Logo and title, and taglines. Scroll down. Let's see what are the options right here. Sticky state, business. Okay, so in here you can change that what it says business. You can put anything that you actually are going for. So you don't have to stay with business if you're obviously not going to be doing business. So you can put what I put it for my my taglines. The faster WordPress. There you go. Team. Okay, so that stays like that. The site title, and I'm sorry, that was a site title. Let's go with the site taglines. There you go. And that's what I usually say. Let's build it together. Let's see. Okay, let's build it together. There you go. So the options are a lot. So here's another layout that I'm gonna pretty much be showing you. But like I keep mentioning, you're not forced to use a certain way. You can move things, you can take things away, add things, because there is this latest let's say updates that they have in it that it makes you and gives you the chance to do all these things. Back on time it wasn't that easy. It was a little harder than that. So might as well just go for it and start doing it, start using it, start testing it out. Go for it. Rishi Theme, it's quite, it has a potential. It's pretty good so far. Like I'm testing it now, and I like it. Okay, site title colors, you can change them too if you want to. As you can see, I move a lot of things from it. So there you go. Okay, initials. There you go. So let's go with this one for now. And like I said, I keep saying that doesn't mean that on my website it's gonna look like this, but it's a good way to do things and to customize as the way that you want. Okay, so there you go. That's the logo. That's okay, beautiful. The menu, and in here at the menu, how do you want the menu to look? They do have a menu styles, so you have options to do it. Like I said, I keep saying the same thing, like you're not forced to it, because everything it's automatic, everything it's being generated for you. All right, there you go. Let's take a look to this one. Type 8 different types of menus that you can select from. So when back on time, you pretty much had one or two, and if you actually wanted to have more than that, you had to have some coding added to it. So now everything is so simple, and it's drag and drop. There you go. Let's go over here, font colors. There you go, red ones, beautiful. Let's take a look to these different colors. Okay, let's scroll down, and we keep testing these sections because don't really want to move out of it. So menu 1, header 1, let's go back and let's go to the footer. The same thing applies to the footer as you had applied to the header. You had a different options, widgets, okay, and here it says menu in the second option, but I don't see any menu that it was at. So I'm gonna take a look to that one. Alright, so hold on, let's start with this one first. There you go. That's the main logo. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, you can upload a file, current media URL. Okay, I'm not gonna upload it. I'm gonna open media library, and from here I'm gonna grab my logo and I'm gonna put in the footer. There you go. It should be good the way that it looks in the back end. There you go. Okay, looks fine to me. Okay, the same thing, you have three different options: top row, main row, and bottom row. Okay, so let's go to this one, widgets, widget 3, widget 2, copyright. Okay, and here you can actually change this ones too if you want to. Okay, back on time you had to use some coding in order to get the credits out of it. And so in here I'm gonna say, okay, I create this theme and here it belongs to me. There you go. So let's see like that for now. The footer. Okay. Footer menu, the top row. Let's take a look to the colors. Colors. Right. The font. There you go. Let's check this one. 1 second. I'm playing around because if you see the current tab that it's on it usually changes to blue, but I don't want it to be blue. White is fine. I'm gonna leave it as white. So in here the alignments, if you want to change it, no alignment is going to be changed. Okay, let's go back to the elements and let's go back to my favorite part, typography. Why? Because I usually use only one type of typography on my tutorials or on my websites. That's the same type of typography that I use on my brackets when I'm designing a website in an HTML version. So let's clear it out everything because we don't really need any of these items in here. Alright, so and it's gonna bring us back to the original site. Why? Because we didn't change anything. I mean, we didn't save anything. If we publish in the top, it will be a different story, but we didn't publish. So let's go back to typography and let's go with the base font. So when I change the fonts, you're gonna see that it's really applying right after into the right side of the screen. Okay, in the main website, you're gonna see. Let's select Poppins. There you go. You see it's Poppins. Let's publish and it changes. Let's go to the headings. The same thing is going to happen. It's going to change to Poppins. There you go. 1 second. And there you go. It got changed. You can change anything here to any typography or type any font that you want to do it. But like I said, I like Poppins and I usually use on every single project that I go for it. So that's what I'm a big fan of it. And that's what I implement. Okay, so here are more options. SEO 2, we're going to take a look to this one. Type 1, but you know what, let's select this one. I'm going to show you something later on at the end of the video that it will blow up your mind too. So for now, we're just gonna skip the customizing SEO for, right? Social media, we're not gonna put anything. We're just gonna put like a number sign in here. Okay, if you obviously have the links, you can link it in here, add them, the URLs, and it will redirect you to the website that you want to do it. For example, if you want to put for Dribble, go for it. And let me look for TikTok, because TikTok it's being popular too. There you go. Okay, there you go. Oh, now that I'm talking about TikToks, I'm going to be adding some videos on TikTok and going live too if you guys want to join it. So for now, let's go to blog posts. And blog posts are, how can I tell you, used to be complicated. Okay, they used to have a lot of restrictions because they used to be forced to work in certain ways, but not anymore. Okay, now that you have great tools, great teams, and now you have Rishi, you can literally mess around with it and see how it works. So the grid layouts, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just switching from one to another, the blog page layout. Okay, here you go. Let's go with this one. But you know what? I don't really like the sidebar. Not a big fan of sidebars. I don't know why. Okay, well, let's see. This one, let's hide the feature image. So no image on it. I just hide it. I didn't delete it. So if you want to put it back in, there you go. That's back in. Okay, if you want to add dividers, you can add, you can take them away. This is a great advantage. So here you go. Keep scrolling, and I wanna the read more button. There you go. So read more. I don't like the text where it says read full story. I want to be changing that. So probably more details will be better. More details. There you go. The button. Okay. And let's scroll down. Well, okay, perfect. That's what I like. Here we go. The sidebar layout. My nightmare. Sorry, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan. As a default, it comes with the sidebar, and I will leave it like this, no sidebar, if I have the option. Or I will make it like a really small sidebar, or like a floating one. Alright, like something like it follows you going down. Simple as that. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, so now it went to the left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there you go. This one. So I like this one, the way that it looks like. Like I said, not a big fan of the sidebars, but it can work out. Stretch layouts. Now let's see how it looks like. Beautiful. Okay, the blog, like I said, it's the biggest one. It's one of the well, it used to be one of the most tedious options that you can actually have in the market. Now it's better. So let's go up. Okay, and in here, let's start messing around with these sections. Just for let's say a business purpose. Okay, add it, hide. There you go. Pause meta. Okay, there you go. Let's go this one. Sub the 30. I don't like 30, so I'm gonna go with 15. I don't like all the text being displayed. Just with some, just give them some in it. So as long as the text is good, people are gonna start going into it and seeing the potential of website. So you don't have to put like that much of text. Alright, so just go with that amount. It should be good to work out. There you go. Beautiful. And this is pretty much what you have it in the blog section. It's amazing. I keep saying amazing and amazing, but yes, it is. It's easy and ready to go. Okay, let's go over here. What it says, well, we already went there. So we were there. Archive pages. You can select this ones. Okay, let's go into pages. You know what? Hold on 1 second. Let me check something here. Okay, let's go to pages. 1 second. There you go. Pages. Okay, that's the way that it was before. You know what? I think that I'm on the wrong. Yeah, I think that I'm on the wrong section. So let's go back. Let's go to single pages. There you go. In a single page, I think that in a single page, it might be good to have a sidebar, but a really small one. But not in the full blog page. Not in the full blog page. No. In a single one, I'll take it. But it's still, I like the way that it looks now. So I'll keep it like this. I'm sorry. Probably adding some, let's say, links in the bottom that will go to a next page if you want to, but not not 100%, not a sidebar. Okay, so let's go down here, and there you go, the site, and then the business. Okay, 1 second. That's the favicon icon. So that's the little image that it usually goes on your site too, all the way on the top. As you can see by the name, it should be the image that we just changed. Okay, in menus, you have different options for the menus too. You can add, you can reduce them, you can move them around. Okay, you don't have to have home at the end. You can have font at the beginning. So, and then it will move it up to the beginning. Widgets. So widgets are pretty much the ones that are in the footer. You can get it from here, and you can get it from the back end. And in here, it's the same thing as we were messing around before with the footer. Okay, so in here, let's see, there's this navigation menu. I don't see any navigation menu right here being displayed. So let's take a look, and let's select menu 1, which is the top menu, the header menu. And as soon as I save it, it's gonna pop it up the menu. So here we go, and now we have a menu that it's being reflected as the top one. You can create as many menus as you want. There is no restrictions for now. There you go. And let's have a chat. So everything that is saying here, it's what you see it in the widget section. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. There you go. Homepage settings. There you go. If you want to have a different homepage as your homepage, you can have it from here. For example, if you want to have let's see, sample page. So if you want, when people log into your site, if you want them to see sample page as the main page, you can put it right here, and that's what it's going to display. Okay, but obviously you don't want that. So let's go back to home, and if you click home, it's obviously going to bring you to home. So just for the let's say for the beginning of the website, when it loads it the first time. So that's when you're going to see whatever they displayed in here. There you go. Let's leave it as home. Let's publish the changes. Okay, it's ready. And additional CSS. It's usually added and done when you have no options. But later with this section, you can have anything in it. Okay, the CSS is not really necessary. Okay, 1 second. Let me open it up. The site in a different URL. Okay, fast, beautiful. Let's load it up, and let's make some inspections in here. Okay, 1 second. Right click and inspect. So here are the codes, and here are the sections where you can pretty much grab the CSS for your site. But like I said, with Elementor, everything it's getting done. It will be done by itself, so you don't have to work for it. There might be some exceptions that you can actually do it, and that you have to do it. and you have to drag the code in order to overwrite what it comes with the theme already. But in here, it's not necessary. But if you want to do that, you can do it in and add it into additional CSS. For example, for my LMS courses, there was an issue with the price not being displayed into the page, into the course page. So I had to add some CSS in order to make it work out in the way that it's supposed to work. So, and the team will usually provide you that, or their groups too on the social media. It's a really good option that you join them, because it's great. So now let's go back in here. So we're back on the back end of WordPress again. So, well, the rim. Let's see, 1 second. So security too, like I mentioned, I keep mentioning, go for it. Please make sure that your site's secure. All right. So forms, you have a different forms to check your sites, but for now let's take a look to the final site. There you go. It's exactly as the one that you saw it on the main Rishi Theme, but let's edit with Elementor. Why with Elementor? Because they're using Elementor now. It's a great option, and as soon as you click it and edit with Elementor, the system will start doing it. It will start working 100% for you. There you go. So let's start with the hero section. Image. Let's see, 1 second. Let's change the image. Do I have the image right here? No, let's upload it. Here, no, I don't think that's in here. It might be in downloads. Yeah, because I don't think that I put it right here. 1 second, please. Let me go to downloads. And let me find the lady. Oh, there she is, but with background. I want her without the background. Let me scroll down. Oh, 1 second. Sometimes it happens when you forget to add things for the tutorial. There she is. Okay, let's open it up. You know what? Let's add this other one too. Okay, there you go. There she is. She's having fun. She's just sitting down there with the laptop. Okay, let's click on it. And there she is. Okay, but there's something missing to this lady. You know what? It's too plain, I think. So let's, okay, no, I want to edit the image. What I want to edit, I want to edit the column. So let's go over here. Let's add a background to this lady, so she doesn't feel too lonely. Okay, here we go, the yellow one. It's yellow, orange. Okay, so in here, let's make some adjustments. Attachments, scroll, you can leave a scroll. I want no repeat because I don't want the image to repeat, and I want the image to be covered. So what I want to cover, I only want to cover the column where she is. Right? I don't want to be all over. So in here, you can also add some text if you want to. Okay, let me put a text. Here we go, in the heading, and in here it's been added. So let's add this typo in here, demo text. There you go. Okay, obviously I'm just using the demo text because I'm messing around. Okay, so in here you have the options. For example, the size of the text. There you go. Okay. 17, 20, 18. Okay, so as you can see, the size went to the size. I mean, the size went to the pretty much the amount that I wanted. The color is gonna go to the color that I want to. Okay, there you go. And that's how simple you pretty much added a text. Okay, let's go down here where let me take a look. Button, that the one's ready. Okay, there you go, the buttons right here. Let's mess around with the buttons. Okay, 1 second, just scrolling down. Everything it's done with Elementor, so you can't miss it or something. Okay, so So if you want to add it, if you want to delete the button went away. So how simple is to add another one like this? Just drag and drop. You don't have to go crazy with it. Okay, you can duplicate it in here. Okay, so you're gonna have two buttons, so but one's on the top of the other. So I want to put them next to each other. So how can I do that? You're gonna go over here, positioning, you're gonna go to width, inline. Okay, and the same thing you're gonna apply to the other button. You have to apply this to both buttons. And inline. All right, there you go. They're too close, so I want to put some space between them. So how can I put space between them? You can go in here, make sure that you click it in here, and if you want to put it down, you can go to padding. If you want to put it the margin between them, you can do it from here. So let's go this one, and it's the left one. Let's see, left one. There you go. So look at it. That's how simple it is to add buttons and to customize them in the way that you want. So you don't have to add any codes or anything, because these things are doing everything by itself. So the system, it's working, and Elementor is doing 100% by itself. So let's take a look to this one too. There you go. Let's put some padding to the next one, so it gets a little bit more to the center. Okay, so let's say that you have this one ready, that you love this website. You don't have anything else to do. As soon as you click it update, the system will actually do everything for you, and it will be safe, 100% safe. Okay, I'm just messing around with these tabs. Okay, do like that. Primary colors, if you want to change it, that's up to you, but I will do everything from the customization section, so it will overwrite everything here. Okay, so let's go over here. Primary colors, you see in the box, look how we change it. Let's see, a bit of blue. I want to add a button here. Okay, let's put in the middle too. Okay, how big you want, there you go, in the middle, perfect. And in here too, if you want to keep the image, you want to delete the image, all you have to do is just go into the column, select the image, and get rid of that, or add it if you want to. So there you go, beautiful. All right, so you have a full website, exactly the way that you had it into the main Rishi website. Okay, let's go down, scroll with the, okay, so timer, let's put a timer right here. Let's say that you have a course coming or something coming, you have a countdown. Okay, let's pretend that this countdown, it's accurate. It will be changing at every time that you want to, but let's say they have something cooking and you wanted to put it in here and it's coming soon. You can put on the top, you can put it also in on the top all the way up there as an announcement if you want, but for now let's leave it right here. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's see the WordPress default, digital separators, no. Okay, and let's save it and update the changes. So when you're done, let's preview, and you're gonna see the change that you made to your website. There you go. So here's your site, and it's ready to go with the colors that you have selected. Buttons are right there, text is right there, the timer is right there. Okay, let's go back. After you go back, you just review, and if you think that you missed something, you can always change it again. There you go. Let's load it up. There we go. So you see the sticky menu? That's one of the options that you had in the back. So let's take a look to the menu icons. Contact page, contact form. These forms are really essential too. I don't usually use them. I usually use a plugin, like a chat plugin that it's connected to my forms, that it will collect some data from it. That's what I usually use, but let's edit this one with Elementor too, just for tutorial purpose, let's say. Okay, not a big fan of contact form 7, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. So let me take a look to this one. Either forms, info forms, or contact or contact form. So they're the two options that a contact form 7 had added to it. But there are more in newest, let's say, tools that you can use it. And one of them, it's the one that I'm going to be showing you right now. So let's add a plugin, okay, and let's look for let's go for, well, there are two options that I usually go. So one, it's Fluent Forms, which is the ones behind Fluent CRMs and in Fluent SMTP, and I also like Bitforms. I'm gonna go with Bitforms, which is free too. Okay, it has a lot of options in the free version. They do have a pro version, but this one they have a lot of options in the pro and the free. So let's install this one. Why am I going with this one? Because it's simple as drag and drop. So you don't have to add any type of lines, any type of coding in order to make it work 100%. I'm not judging Contact Form 7, but I never like it and I never use it. So I used to use Ninja Forms back on time, or Caldera Forms, I think that it was it too. Well, now I haven't used it. I'm using Bitforms or the one that is Fluent Forms. Okay, so here you go. You have different options. If you want to use it, it's up to you, or you can stick with Contact Form 7. Okay, if you want to please import a file. If you have one, create one, contact form, and import file. Let's go with create form. There you go, contact form. Everything it's been done for us. Okay, so let's take a look. There you go. Let's save it. Let's pretend that we already like this one. Let's see. Let's preview in the different versions of the mobile, laptop, and iPad. So there you go. So let's change the name to Form 1. Okay, let's update it. Let's copy the short code over here, and let's copy this short code. And now we're gonna go to the front page, and we're gonna place it on the top of this one. So hold up, let's go for short code. Okay, let's drag it and let's drop it. Here we go, it's ready. There you go. We're gonna delete the Contact Form 7 and let's paste that one. There you go. So it doesn't look like that in the front end. So let's save it. Okay, let's update it again. Let's preview. 1 second. Here we go. This is what I like. I like it better. I like it better because it has more options. So let's see if I add a third line in it, in the first one. I don't think that it's a good idea, but let's test it out. Like I said, it's not the greatest idea, but who knows? Let me see. I think that the space is too small to do it. So in here you can see the response to the builder. Let's go over here. So 1 second, let's play around with the forms, with the contact forms. Okay, email, not really. Here we go. I'm trying to decide how am I gonna mess around with the bit forms. There you go. You know what? Let's see what this. Let's scroll down. HTML. It has a lot of options. PayPal, buttons, Razorpay. You can just put them, but the restrictions. There you go. PayPal. It's in, but it's into the pro version. So okay, it's a good thing to know. So there you go. Here we go. Let's shrink this one, and let's shrink this one too. I don't think that it's gonna look too cool up front, but who knows? Let's mess around a little bit. If you want to get the pro version, they do have it. It's really worth it. It's cheap. They do have a lot of things coming up too, so hopefully you guys can take advantage of it. The developers, it's a really nice guy, right? So if you want to leave it like that, it's a really nice guy. So, and he's always working with customers in order to make it better and to improve it. So let's refresh this page for now. Let's scroll down to the bottom to see how it came up. There, 1 1 second, it's loading. There you go. Yeah, it looks awful. It looks different than what I expected, but obviously there is not enough space in it in order to do it. So I wasn't really expecting to get anything 100%. So let's try to put it back to the way that it was, so it doesn't look that ugly. 1 second, let's stretch it out. Put it over here. You see how I'm moving things around? That's how simple it is to mess around with it. So that's what I like this type of forms. You can usually use Elementor forms too. So like I said, there are plenty of options days in the market, so you don't really have to go with one if you don't want to. You can test it out. If you want to test it out, always test it out into let's say a local version, so you don't load it up plugins or themes that you don't want to into your website. All right, so let's go right here now. I mean, I think that we pretty much covered everything that we have to cover into this tutorial with Rishi Themes, and the most important things are the customization that we have it. But let's test it out in a different browser. Escuela WP Phoenix /fast. Here is the theme. So this is the theme. This is the layout that we had imported from Rishi Themes. Okay, like I said, nothing is missing. It's looking 100%. There you go. Let's take a look to the contact. Okay, it looks good too. There you go. That's my bid forms right there. It took me literally a minute to get it running. Okay, so now let's see and let's test it out what they usually say and what Rishi Theme says about their speed, because they say that they're fastest than Astra and GT and GeneratePrace. I'm sorry. So let's go to GT metrics. Let's test it out. Okay, it's loading. But remember that we added bid forms, we added Elementor. So I think that when they tested it out and they added into the plain site. Okay, so let's test it out by adding those two plugins, and without making any adjustments into the system, like using Swift Performance, for example, or like WP Rocket. So here we go, 1.7 TBT, 119, 92%. Okay, so here are some suggestions that they have it in order to make it faster if you want to. Okay, and the location, the server location, it's in Vancouver, Canada. Okay, there you go. Back to the lovely Rishi Theme site that it's been imported 100% and working 200%. Okay, it's a good option. It will be ready. I would love to see it in the market already, but they're coming soon to the WordPress repository. All right, so hopefully it's there before the end of the month. So hopefully, like I said, well, who knows, it might be a month or two. So, and as my last, let's say, adjustment or modification that I'm gonna be making in the site, let's go over here. 1 second. Let's go back to the page, the main page. Right here, let's go to appearance, Rishi Theme. And in here, when I first introduced you the theme, you guys saw a few options like extensions. We already went to home and customization, so let's take a look to extensions. For example, the cookie consent. Let's activate it and let's see how it goes. The customizer reset, it's a good option too. Let's activate it. The performance, this is the one that I was talking about. Okay, that's a good option. The reading progress, something good to have it if you want to in the blog, especially on the blog page. If you wanna see how much, if you have a big post, if you want to see how much you have left, that's a good option to have it. Okay, let's go over here into customize the social media. Okay, 1 second while we finish it uploading. Should be ready soon. Like they say, there you go. Okay, as you can see, I activate the cookie ones and it's already popping it up right here. We use cookies on our website to give it the most. Okay, so there you go. Let's take it away. Okay, so there are the single posts. I mean the social icons. They're already there. Okay. So they're referring to the top ones, and they're also referring to, one second, let me go over here. I'm going to show you where they are. Scroll down a little bit, and here they are. See those ones? Those are the ones that are there referring. So they had add those ones in it. Okay, so in the top bar, you see the top bar, how is loading, how is getting full while I do it? That's because of the progress bar that it's been activated. Okay, so let's go again to take a look to this one. If you wanna see how it really works, I'm gonna make it bigger, thicker, so you guys can take a look in a better way of perspective. All right, so one second, it's loading. There you go. You see the big chunk on the top of it? That's the progress bar. So it's been activated. It was activated since I made the change in the back end, but it was fully activated when I actually made the change over here, the thicker. When I make it thicker, it was more visual. So that's what it was. So you can put it in the bottom too if you want to change the colors. It's up to you. All right, so let's reload it, and we have to go to the other side to make the other adjustments. There you go. Because I do have a few questions for the developers actually that I want to make sure that I cover them up before I make this public, if it's possible. So the transparent header is done. Okay, but that was done at the beginning of it. So right here, essentials, let's go to header, global header. Here are the different options, and the bottom it says transparent header. There you go. See, obviously it doesn't look nice because when you scroll down it looks different. Well, it was already there. So let's take a look to a few more steps, and I guess that we're done covering this Rishi Theme. Let's see, launching. It's been in the market for a while, but I'm just saying because I just saw that it has a great potential on it. So let's see. Okay, it's loading, customized loading. So here we go, the performance. And this is the question that I have for them. It has the lazy load image. Will this, one of the questions will be for the team, will this one replace like a cache plugin somehow? Are they planning on doing it? Because it has a lot of options that a cache plugin has it in it. Okay, like disable image, like disable response image. Okay, so like I said, will this replace that? That's a good question that I have for them. And if you do, please leave it in the comments saying that it will not, or it might be the basic ones, like remove emoji from the front end. That was one of the options that WP Rocket has it too. Like disable WordPress embeds. That was another option that WP Rocket has it. Alright, so that's what I'm saying. So will this one replace one of the cache plugins, or will just be an addition to them? So I will leave you guys to judge them, but I'm always going to be reaching it up to the support team in order to see how they will answer to my questions. So let's reload it, and there we go. This is it. Well guys, I guess that this was everything for this tutorial. Thank you very much for having time and taking a look to this. Rishi it's a great option. I'm gonna be leaving the link in the description. If you guys want to buy it, go for it. They do have the lifetime offer going through. Take advantage of it, like I said. And I also had asked them about the let's say, compatibility with Tutor LMS, because I'm a big fan of Tutor LMS. They said that it's coming soon. It's in their plans, right? They didn't say a month. They didn't say a week or a day. They said that yes, they have a plan and they're already working on it. So if you guys like it, like I said, please go for it. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe to the channel, and also I have the TikTok account coming soon, and it's already running, but I want to do live videos on it. So if you guys want to join it, please do. Just go and look for WP Phoenix. Thank you and have a good day.